This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, great. So guys, first of all, thanks for joining this training session. And in this training session, we are going to cover a lot of things. And this training is dedicated for the Oracle Integration Cloud. In the Oracle Integration Cloud, there are three components which comes in. One is integration, Oracle integration, then the VBCS, and the third is PCS, right? The integration, the Oracle integration is basically used to, create integration between multiple applications to flow data from one application to another. The application might be at SaaS or on-prem. The second component of OIC is the VBCS, which is called Visual Builder Cloud Service, wherein we will see a lot of use cases like how we can create a web application. The VBCS purpose is to create a web application or mobile application. We will cover a lot of use cases in the VBCS also. The third part of the OIC is PCS, which is called Process Cloud Service, and in this PCS we are going to cover couple of things: how we can get a workflow, how we can initiate the VBCS page from PCS screen, integrate how we can call Oracle, integrate the PCS. These are the things which we are going to cover as part of it. Apart from this, I am going to take one more class of the APIC. The APCS is a different service of Oracle, which is used to manage all the right. Okay, so the first section is basically
Ankur,
about what is OIC, what are the components of OIC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shubham, please tell me.
sometimes your voice is getting like best is not able to coming clearly.
Thing is some Wi-Fi issue at my end also today due to this raining, right? So I connected via my mobile, the Geo, right? So no worries, if you are not getting me properly the video, the recording session, you can go in further session. This was not a problem.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we are. Ankur is not audible, I think.
Yeah. I think. Hello, Ankur.
He is not in the connectivity issue might be. Again, again.
Venkat, I hope you can hear me.
Yes,
Yes.
Ankur, now audible.
Hello.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, connected from the audio. That's the reason you was not able to hear me.
No, from now onwards we are also able to hear you, but
Okay.
earlier last one.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the first slide says about the computing, what cloud computing is, and how it's been bifurcated. So basically, cloud computing is the on-demand delivery to power the data application resources through a cloud service platform via the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. So if we talk about we are using the cloud computing, we are using the cloud applications, we are using the things everywhere. For example, if right, so a lot of applications we are using and all are cloud-based applications. Like if we talk about Google Cloud, if we talk about our AWS Cloud, right? If we talk about Oracle Cloud, cloud vendors which a lot of services. Like if we talk about Google application which we used, Drive, this is a pure cloud application. If we talk about the Google Drive, right? This is again one of the cloud compute. We are storing all our documents which can be accessed from anywhere. Your documents on a Google Drive, you can access from anywhere. What you need a internet connection, right? If we talk about the e-wallet, right? Like the Paytm, like right, all are the
Uh,
cloud example.
Ankur,
Talk about
Ankur, the voice is again a problem.
yeah, yeah.
Not able to understand.
Just give me a minute. Let me just try to.
Can can
Yeah, same
we
here. And
try
Ankur,
on
one thing,
Zoom?
you're also sharing a slide also, or like this slide only.
Slide is little slow, is it?
No, I'm not able to see any slide. Just is showing OIC.
Guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I'm
Is it loud and clear? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. And I hope my network restored successfully. Let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yeah. Third slide.
yes, I am.
Third slide. Uh, Okay. I hope it's waiting for people to see your screen. I'm getting this thing. Yeah. Now I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay, so I was talking about this cloud computing, right? The cloud, if we talk about the cloud computing, wherever we go, whatever we use, we are using whatever application we are using on our mobile or on our PC, on our TVs, we are using the cloud-based applications. For example, if we talk about the Google Drive, right? So this is a good example of the cloud computing where we usually store our all type of documents which can be accessed from anywhere. What you just need an internet connection and you can log in into the Google Drive and you can access it, right? If we talk about the web mail, right, whatever the web mail we are using, this is an example of the cloud thing, like the Google, the Gmail, like the Yahoo, the Reddit, right? All are these cloud based application which can be accessed from anywhere. If we talk about the e-payment, right, we have a lot of e-payment wallets which we have in our mobile app, in our mobile, which we use to payment from one place to another. This is again an example of cloud computing. So these are the very a very good example of all the cloud computing application which people are using, very extensively in day-to-day life. But if we talk, IT, how we are leveraging the cloud things, right? So cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of compute power, database storage, applications, and other IT resources through a cloud services platform via the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. So now these days all the organizations are opting the cloud things. Like if they wanted to have a database services, they will not install a database on your servers. What they will do, they will go with the cloud vendor and they will say, I need a database of Oracle, please give me this database. So what they will do, they will provision this database on your own. They will maintain this, they will do all the patching, they will do all the versioning of this database. But what you will get the database access which you can use in order to store your data. If we talk about the compute power, if we talk about the virtual machines, if we talk about the physical machines, all are available on the cloud itself, which can be used to install our applications. And the beauty of this cloud application is that if you have internet access, that can be accessed anywhere. You don't require to go into your home network or on your organization network to access the specific application, right? The cloud computing provides a simple way to access servers, storage, databases, and a broad set of application services over the internet. As I mentioned that all these can be accessed if these are the cloud-based application you can access from anywhere. You just need an internet. The cloud computing is divided into two parts. One is enterprise and the second is consumer. So if we talk about enterprise, these are divided into three, like the SaaS, like the PaaS, and the third is IaaS. If we talk about the consumer application, there are a lot of consumer applications. Some of are listed here, like the webmail, like the e-payment, like the Google Drive. So all these are the consumer-faced application. So in our day-to-day life, we are using a lot of cloud computing application, like web email, like e-payment, like Google Drive, like Google Contacts, right? We are using all all the things on the cloud so that it can be accessed from anywhere. If your phone is lost and you have saved all your documents, contacts on the Google Drive or the Google Contacts, you can take it back if you have internet connection. You don't require to store in your mobile. You just store all these things over the over the cloud, and you can access it from anywhere. So if we talk about the types of cloud, there are three types of cloud which we can use. One is public cloud, the second is private, and the third is hybrid. If we go about the public cloud, if we say, hey, I need a public cloud, which means this is the type of cloud which can be accessed from anywhere. It can be accessed anytime. What you need, you just need an internet connection, and you can use your application which is hosted on the public cloud. If we talk about the private cloud is basically when we choose actually private cloud. If organization have some kind of application which is a very secure application and they don't want their employees to access the application outside of the organization network, what they do, they create a cloud. They go to the cloud vendor and they say, hey, I need this infrastructure over the cloud, but this infrastructure should be accessible within my organization. So what they do, they create some kind of tunnels, they create some kind of VPNs so that the people in the organization can access that private cloud. So these are the cloud which can accessible within the organization. The third type of cloud is the hybrid cloud. The hybrid cloud is a mix and match of the public and private. So which means some of the organizations applications are accessible over the public cloud and some of the applications are accessible over the private cloud. So this is an example. So this is the type of hybrid cloud. So if we talk about the cloud service models, there are three type of models which actually comes in as part of the IT. Like one is IaaS, the second is PaaS, the platform as a service, the third is SaaS, the SaaS software as a service. If we talk about IaaS, IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. So if we go to take IaaS services from the vendor, from the cloud vendor, what comes as part of the IaaS? The first thing which comes as a virtualization, the second the servers, the third is storage, the networking. So if we take about the IS services, what we will get the servers, we will get the virtualization of the servers, which means if we take our IS models, we will get our servers, the physical servers, where we can do multiple partitions, and all these will be done by the IS vendor. We will get the servers, we will get the storage, totally depends how much storage you need, you will get a networking. So if you opt this IS model, you will get all these things, but you need to deploy your services, you need to deploy your middleware platform over there. Only you will get servers under the IS. If we go with the PaaS, the platform as a service, the platform as a service, you will get multiple things. Like the runtime environment you will get, like the middleware platform, the operating system, the virtualization, plus servers, plus storage, plus networking, which means runtime plus middleware plus OS plus all the services which you will get under the IS, right? So the OIC is an example of the PaaS. Actually, where what we get, we will get the middleware platform, we will get the runtime environment, we will get the OS installed on the servers. Okay, and you can get this middleware platform and you can do a lot of integration using that PaaS services. The third is the SaaS, software as a service. If we go with the SaaS applications, right, you will get application plus data plus all the services offered by the PaaS, like middleware, OS, virtualization, server, storage, and networking. In the SaaS application, you don't require to do anything. Instead, you just need to do some customization as per your need, but you need an application plus data and each and everything. So if we take an example of each and every model, like if we go with the IS, a lot of services provided by the AWS vendor, they provide the infrastructure where you can install your operating system on the servers and you can install your middleware platform. The middleware platform can be anything, like you can create a middleware in the Java, and then you can create a Java services, you can create a REST or SOAP APIs over the IS. So if we go about the PaaS, if we go to the PaaS services, right, then the OIC is a great example of the PaaS, wherein Oracle provides us the middleware platform plus OS plus runtime. And then what we do using this platform, we do a lot of things, like we create our integration, we create the web application, we create the processes. If we go about the SaaS, if we go to the SaaS, software as a service, we will get each and everything from application to networking. For an example, if we take an example of Google Drive, right? If you go to the Google and say, hey, I need a Google Drive as a paid, right? You will get each and everything. You cannot do anything. You just need a subscription of this Google Cloud and you can do multiple things. By default, it is free and you get only the 15 GB space. But if you go to the paid model, you will get a lot of spaces, like the 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte. Totally depends what type of package you are taking from the Google. So the Google Drive is an example of the SaaS application. So same way, there are a lot of applications which comes under IS, the PaaS, and then SaaS, right? So what are the benefits of the cloud? Is a multi-tenant. The multi-tenant means that the single application is accessed by the multiple customer. So this is an example of so this is a multi-tenant, that a single application can be accessed by the multiple customers. If we go about the e-payment uh, e-payment application, right? E-payment, or we say the Google Contact, or we saw the Google Drive, right? We say the Amazon, right? All these are the cloud facing application, single application, but used by the multiple users at a time. Self-service means whatever service you wanted to opt of the cloud, you can only opt that services. You just need a browser where you can maintain all these things. Whatever service, let's suppose the Oracle Cloud. Oracle Cloud provides lot of services, right? If you whatever service you wanted to enable of the cloud, you can do that. This is pure self-service. You don't need to go back to the Oracle and say, hey, I need to enable this service. No, you can manage each and everything on your own. It is scale up and scale down. So all the cloud based services are the scale up and scale down automatically, which means during the peak hours, the applications, the cloud application will be scaled up automatically. If there's a no much load over the application may go down as well, which means that it can go scale down. It is pure web based. You don't require to install anything on your machine. Totally web based. You just need an internet connection and a browser, and then each and every application can be accessed from there. If you talk, okay, automated is one of the great feature of the cloud application, which means everything is a automation, everything is a automatic, right? Let's suppose you purchase, you take an application from the cloud vendor, right? And the application is like, I'll say the OIC, or you will say the database, right? Then if let's suppose when during the purchase of this database over the cloud, you say the version is 12c, right? But in the future they will release multiple versions, they will release the the updated version, right? Then you don't need to take care of all these upgradation. Everything will happen by the Oracle itself, right? So pay as you go model, right? Whatever services you wanted to use, you need to pay for that. For how many times, for how many hours you are using that service, you just need to pay for that hours only. Modern web-based integration. The third is very secure. Every cloud-facing application are very secure because every cloud vendor have their dedicated data center where they host the application, and it is very secured in nature. Every application are the HTTPS enabled and they are the SSL enabled, and every communication is happening over the encryption. Right, guys, any question on this?
What is this multi-tenant means?
Yeah, so multi-tenant is one of the example of cloud, the benefit, sorry, right? The multi-tenant, let's suppose you have a Google Drive, right? So this is single application but used by the multiple customers or the end user. So in the backend there is single service runs, right? But it can be used by multiple customers or multiple users. Same way as the OIC, right? OIC is a single application but can be used by multiple customers at a time. So this is an example of your multi-tenant.
Okay, and if we want to means buy any services for, related to OIC, for that we need to use the Oracle Cloud only. We can't go for the AWS.
Come again, please.
Suppose if I want to use the OIC, then in that case I have to go for Oracle Cloud only.
So
I can't
basically,
use the
OIC is the PaaS, right? You cannot deploy it anywhere, right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
if we say you have a Oracle database, right? The Oracle database, you will take it from Oracle, but you can deploy it anywhere, whether it's the AWS or the Google. You just need a IS service from the other vendor, and you can deploy your database over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question, please?
Yeah, Ankur. Hello.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Ankur, just as you give me an example for the SaaS is Google Drive. So like for PaaS, it's OIC.
Come again, please.
Like while explaining SaaS, you are giving example like it will be a Google Drive as an example.
Yes, yes.
So like for PaaS, what is it?
The PaaS is Oracle Integration Cloud.
Yeah, that is the like it's come under PaaS, like OIC come under PaaS. We can
Correct.
say. Yeah, so any application like any like real-time application we are seeing under PaaS.
So OIC is one of the example of PaaS. It's a real-time application only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Like what are the core terminology like AWS, OIC, or any other cloud application like Salesforce?
So
what
basically, okay. So basically, there are different vendors of the clouds. Like the AWS is one of the vendor of the cloud wherein they provide lot of services, right? And the second vendor of the cloud is the Oracle. The third vendor is your what we say, the Google. The fourth vendor might be IBM. So all these vendors of the cloud having different services. Like every vendor will have their own middleware platform. Like the Oracle have their middleware platform as a OIC, right? The other vendor may have a MuleSoft, which is again a public cloud, right? And the third is the Dalboomi. Dalboomi is again one of the, the PaaS example. I'm not talking about the Oracle only, but I'm talking about different applications, right? So all these are application comes under the cloud category, but offered by different vendors. So is that clear now? Hello. So is it clear? So I hope you are speaking on mute. Subham, guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, no issues. So basically now let's move to the Oracle Integration Cloud, which we are going to cover actually in our training. What is Oracle Integration Cloud? Oracle Integration Cloud is a service, is a complete service and a secure but lightweight integration solution that enables you to connect your applications in the cloud. Which means Oracle Integration Cloud is a middleware platform like your SOA, like your Dalboomi, like MuleSoft, right? Which allows us to integrate applications. The applications might be your SaaS based application, the application might be your on-prem application. So with the help of Oracle Integration Cloud, you can create, you can build a integration between these two applications. You can make a synchronization of data between application with the help of Oracle Integration Cloud. It is a very lightweight integration solution. It is a very secure, it is a totally complete solution offered by the Oracle. It simplifies the connectivity between applications and connects both our application that live in the cloud and your application that is still live on premise, which means in organization there are 100 plus application which might be up and running. Some of the application are the SaaS based applications, some of the application are still on the premise. If you wanted to flow data between all these applications, how will you do that? If you have Oracle Integration Cloud in your organization, you can leverage this middleware platform to exchange data from one application to another. So it simplifies the connectivity between application, whether application is a SaaS facing application or the on-premise application. You can have any type of integration using the Oracle Integration Cloud. So it provides a secure enterprise grade connectivity regardless of the application you are connecting or where they reside. Oracle Integration Cloud provides native connectivity to Oracle's software as a service applications such as Oracle Sales Cloud, Oracle Right Now Cloud, and so on. So which means if you have different kind of applications running in your organization, whether it's a Oracle related application, whether it's a non Oracle application, whether it's a third party application, third party cloud application, or it is a on-premise application, you can leverage Oracle Integration Cloud in order to make a connection between these two between all these applications. So now if you see the OIC architecture as a middleware platform in this particular
Ankur,
area,
one question.
please.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
OIC is a PaaS-based application, so we can interact with other PaaS application as well as SaaS applications. Is it?
Come again.
OIC is a PaaS-based application,
Correct.
and with that we can connect other PaaS-based application as well as SaaS-based application.
Absolutely correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if you see this OIC architecture in the middleware, we have Oracle Integration Cloud Services, and around this there are a lot of Oracle applications like the Eloqua, the Fusion application, the Right Now, Taleo, the Big Machine, and the Responses. All these applications can be connected with the help of Oracle Integration Cloud, and it provides a native connectivity. Now at the right hand side, you see here is a third party application. The third party application might be Salesforce application, the CPQ application, right? And the below you see a lot of on-premise applications which you have, like the SAP application, the customer facing application, the legacy application. All these applications can be connected via the Oracle Integration Cloud Services to exchange data from one place to another. Okay. Now let's talk about the OIC components one by one. Like the first is the Integration Cloud Service. So let me just give an idea of ICS and OIC. I hope in the past you have heard sometime ICS, sometime OIC, right? And you might be confused that what is ICS and what is OIC. So ICS is nothing, it is a middleware platform of the Oracle which allows a connectivity. Guys, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, now.
Great. I hope you can see this slide OIC features, right?
Yes.
Guys? Okay.
Yes.
So I was talking about the ICS versus OIC. So you might have heard the ICS and the OIC sometimes. Just give me a minute. Guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know what is happening with the Wi-Fi connection. It is due to this raining day. Uh, the Wi-Fi is not working properly.
Ankur, we can see the slide.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Ankur.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Anku, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I was talking about the ICS versus OIC is having three components. One is the I, which can be used to integrate application. The second part is the VBCS, and this is a second component of OIC called Visual Builder.
To see your screen, only voice is coming.
Sorry.
Not able to see your screen, only like voice is coming. Like, are you sharing a screen also? Ah, it's fine.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ankur. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ankur.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for the day. I don't know what is happening with the internet today. Sometime it is coming, sometime it is going. Let me know if you can see my screen. The YC features slide.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. The I was talking about the VBCS of the OIC. The VBCS is the second component of the OIC, which is called Visual Builder Cloud Service, and the third is PCS, the Process Cloud Service. Now OIC comes with three components. One is Integration Cloud Service, which was a separate service. Now the second is VBCS, and the third is PCS. When you enable the OIC instance, right, all these three components like the Integration Cloud Service, the VBCS, and the PCS will come as a bundle. But earlier all these three was a separate services like the ICS, VBCS, and then PCS. Now OIC has all these three, right? Now let's talk about one by one. What is Integration Cloud Service? The Integration Cloud Service allows you to connect multiple applications over the cloud or on premises. It provides a design time environment for integration. It allows us to create and activate integration as well as their connections and orchestration. It allows us to work with lookups, packages, agents, and adopters, right? So basically when we build an integration, what you just need a browser and the internet connection or and the OIC instance. You just log in on the OIC and you can start building your integration. what you can do multiple things with the integration cloud services. You can create your integration, you can deploy the integration from there itself. You don't need a separate infrastructure in order to deploy your integration. You can create lot of connections with the help of out of the box adapters which ICS offers. There are different adapters. Some are the application adapters and some are the technology specific adapters. So in the ICS there are lookups concepts as well, like the lookups we have in SOA, we have in the database tables. We have a concept of packages, we have a concept of agents, we have a concept of adapters. So all these components of ICS we will look at in a very depth when we will switch to the lab part. Now the second is the process cloud service. It launches the design time environment from process application. It allows us to create processes from scratch or by using the quick start applications. So I hope guys you have heard the BPM in the past, like the business process modeling, right, which allows us to create workflows in order to exchange, in order to take approvals from the management or from the managers. For example, if we see in our organization, we have leave requisition application, we have the reimbursement application, we have a lot of applications wherein we require some kind of approval from my managers or the supervisors. Same the similar kind of workflows can be created with the help of the process cloud service. So in order to create the process work cloud service, what you would be needing, you would be needing a OIC, the OIC instance, and then from this OIC you can open this process cloud service application and you can create your own workflows. You can deploy it on the cloud itself. You don't require a separate infrastructure. So if you see in this picture, such kind of workflows can be created wherein user will initiate the request. Once the request will be initiated, it will go to a approver who can approve or reject it. Right from there, if user approves it, it can go to the fulfillment and then it can go into the completed state. If the approver or the manager or the supervisor rejects it, it will go back to the users who actually submitted that request. Then they will resubmit the request by modifying or by updating some components or by some adding some information. Again, it will be submitted, then it can go back to the manager or approver to approve it. Then he again can approve it or sub reject it. So such kind of workflows can be created with the help of process cloud service.
Ankur, means like in EBS kind of workflow, we use PL SQL in that.
Come again, please.
In the workflow which we use in the e-business suite, we use PL SQL.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of programming we supposed to use in the this PCS?
So there is no programming which you need to do in the PCS. There are certain components like if you see the picture here, right? All the submit requests, the resubmit, the approve request, all these are the seeded components which you can use, which you can configure in order to create the PCS. You don't require to perform any custom coding. Each and everything happens via the drag and drop features.
Okay, suppose if I want to call any means insert in a table, one record to insert in a table. So I need to create a service for that and call that service here.
Absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. What we will do for that scenarios, we will create one integration in the integration cloud service, right? And then we can call this service from the PCS workflow.
Okay.
Ankur? Hello? Hello.
Hello.
I'm not able to hear.
I think Ankur lost the signal.
Yeah. Yeah, might be. Hmm. We can also suggest Ankur to make a WhatsApp group of trainers, so we can whatever doubt we can share in like share
Yeah.
we can share on the same platform. So it will be good.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
at the end of the session we can discuss.
Yeah.
So it would be like to have a discussion on that same platform.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, I hope I'm restored. You can hear me, guys. I'm really sorry for the day. I'm
So Ankur,
sorry. It is all network.
no
But
issue.
no issue.
Ankur,
Let me just complete this slide only. Then we will uh, yeah, please.
yeah, you can continue, Ankur.
Hello. Okay.
You can continue, Ankur.
Yeah. Okay. So I was talking about the VBCS. I hope you can see the VBCS slide. Guys, can you see this VBCS slide, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the VBCS is a different component of the last component, the Visual Builder Cloud Service, and in the past, I hope you have created the web or mobile applications, right, in your tenure, right? And you have done a lot of custom codings in the HTML or the ADF or the different technologies in order to build a web or mobile application. So same kind of web or mobile application can be created with the help of Visual Builder Cloud Service. So Visual Builder Cloud Service allow you to create and deploy web or mobile application directly on the cloud. You don't require a separate infrastructure in order to build web or mobile application. Same ways, in the VBCS, there are a lot of seeded activities which can allow you to create appealing web or mobile applications. All these component of OIC, like the VBCS, like the PCS, like the integration cloud services, can be integrated with each other very seamlessly. For example, I say I have created one web service or the REST service in my integration cloud, which will interact with my ERP, right? Now you wanted to integrate that REST API somewhere in the web application. For example, if you say you have created one web form which will capture some details. Now on the save button, you wanted to call same service which will interact with the ERP. So in the VBCS, you can call all these kind of services with the help of service connection, and the same data can be pushed into your ERP with the help of that REST API, which you have exposed into the integration cloud. So same ways, on the VBCS form, you can kick off your workflows which you have built into the PCS application. So these are three components of the OIC. When you provision the OIC instance, all these three components will come together: the PCS, VBCS, and the integration cloud services. Guys, I hope you understand the difference now, ICS and the OIC. Any question on this, please?
Ankur, like OIC is like integration, and if you're comparing to that Oracle SOA suite, okay.
Hmm,
So OIC is like complete integration, and PCS is
correct.
like a BPM, and VBC is like a human intervention.
No. VBCS is like your
No,
ADF.
ADF. Okay, yeah. That application development framework. Yes.
Correct.
So this is the complete
Absolutely.
flow.
Absolutely correct.
So Ankur, ICS, VBCS, and PCS, three of them together called a OIC.
Absolutely correct.
So if I'm saying I'm working in a OIC, it means I know three of these past applications.
No, it is not necessary that you know each and everything. The ICS, VBCS, and the OICS, because all are very, the big components of the OIC. No one can know each and everything, right? So if you are
Okay.
saying OIC, so you have to specifically mention that I know the integration cloud of the OIC. But if you know the VBCS or the PCS, then you can say, no, yes, I have worked upon the OIC.
Okay.
Basic things what any OIC developer should know. So
Sorry?
yes, like board basic things. If you will say like I am OIC developer, what are the basic things we has to know?
Okay, so basic thing, you should know the REST or SOAP APIs, how it works actually. So basically each and every middleware platform works on the XML technology or the JSON, and they based are upon the REST and the SOAP APIs actually. So you should have a little background of the REST and the SOAP APIs. If you know all these things, then you can grasp this OIC very easily.
So like after completion, if I'm saying that I am a OIC developer to any like some person, so what he can expect? Like I am completely on middleware. We has to know this kind of activities. After that, I
So
can know I has to know VBS.
no. So basically, once we will complete this training session, you will have a fair idea about all these three: the PCS, how we interact
Okay.
with the PCS, how you will interact with the VBCS, how will you interact with the integration cloud. So you will get a fair idea, and if you sit in some interview or if you give some any exam, right, you will be able to correlate the questions which you will learn from this training actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now OIC benefits, like the development is very fast. It is pure browser based.
Ankur,
Infrastructure.
one question.
Mhm.
How OIC is different from other SaaS PaaS-based applications available on the cloud, like MuleSoft or Delbumi? Means how it is different?
Yeah, देखो, all are the middleware platform. The MuleSoft or the Dalboomi or the OIC or the SOA, all these are middleware platform, and each and every middleware has their own capability, right? I have not worked upon the MuleSoft and the Dalboomi. I have worked upon the SOA and the OIC. I can tell you the difference between the SOA and the OIC, but not much about MuleSoft and the this Dalboomi. But yes,
Okay.
these are the middleware provided by the different vendor. Same way, you have lot of wallets applications, right? And all these wallets
Mhm.
comes from the different vendors. Same ways, a single technologies can be developed by not technology, the platform or the application can be developed by different vendors, right? And all have their own functionality, features, pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
Someone like MuleSoft, someone like Dalboomi, someone like OIC, and each and every middleware platform has their own limitations also, because they are platform.
Mhm.
Right. The OIC benefits, the development is very fast because you don't require to install anything. There's a drag and drop feature. You don't require to put any custom coding. That's the reason development is very fast. It is pure browser based. You need a browser and internet connection. You can develop integrations. Infrastructure is not a headache, which means if you go with the SOA, you have to have a lot of headache of the infrastructure. Sometimes infrastructure, like you may require the patching, you may require to install servers, you may require to install database, you may require to do patching, the versioning, the bug fixing, the upgradation, the patching and all. But here in the OIC, if you go with the OIC, you don't need to care of these things. Everything will come default by default with the OIC, and everything is maintained by the OIC. You don't have anything, uh, you don't have anything in your hand to maintain all these things. The patching and the upgradation will happen automatically. Easy deployment. When you complete your integration, let's suppose you have a SOA and you create the SOA and you deploy it. right? You need to create a jar file of this. You need to open the SOA console. You deploy it over there. You need to test it. There are multiple steps. Applications. There is no header, right? There is a button, single button, which allow you to deploy your integrations over the OIC. If we talk about the migration is very easy here. You just need to export your integration and import into a target instance, and the migration is done. So all these are the benefits of the OIC. Now, if we talk about the integration scenarios, what are the scenarios can be handled by the OIC? If I say two SaaS, one is application and migration. The SaaS application, your Salesforce application. The on-prem application may be your Oracle e-business suite or others. If you want to integrate both the application with the help of OIC, and you can integrate both the apps. The second scenario might be SaaS to SaaS. If both the sites you have SaaS-based application, you can integrate with the help of OIC. Now, what does you need to take whenever you are building an integration, right? First, you need to create a connection with the help of adapter, which comes by the integration cloud. With the help of these connection, you will build an integration with the help available pattern, which is there in the integration. You have to map the data between the source application, destination application, help of mappers, right? When you build an integration, a visual mapper will come up, which will expose all the fields in your source and target application. Once your integration is complete, you will activate your integration, which will actually deploy your integration and will be available to use. Once it is kicked off, you can monitor your integration with the help of monitoring dashboard. What the real-time insights, how many integration got failed, how many got success, what is the success ratio, what is the failure ratio, what is the data came from the source application, what sent to the target application. All these can be tracked with the help of monitoring dashboard. This is a complete integration workflow. Now, I talked about that in order to create a workflow, in order to create an integration, you have to do multiple things. First is connection, the second is integration. If we talk about connection, what is connection? Let's in Java, I need to build a community with the database. So what you do, you create a database with the help of connection string. Then you will be able to create, then only you will be able to perform queries over the database. Same way, in a OIC, you have to first create a connection with the help of adapter. You don't require to perform any custom coding like you have to put 100 lines of code in a Java in order to build a connectivity. No, here there is not a case. In OIC, there's an adapter. There are a lot of adapters which you can use to create a connection. The the things are very abstract. You don't require to put any exception handling. Whenever you are maintaining the connection, you don't need to take care about the the pool size of the database. If you are talking about the database connection, you don't require to do anything. Everything, the things are very abstract and will happen in the background. You just need to choose the adapter whichever you wanted to use and build your connection with the application. Now connection defines information about the application you are. OIC includes a set of predefined adapters, which are the types of application on which you can base your connections, such as Oracle Sales Cloud, Oracle Right Now Cloud, and others. A connection is based on an adapter. For example, in order to create a connection to a specific application like Right Now Cloud application, you must select the Oracle Right Now adapter. Now here in the next screen, you will see some screenshots where I have showcased the adapters available in the OIC. Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 screens which shows all the available adapters in a OIC. So these adapters can be used in order to connect to any application in the world. And these are increasing day by day. Okay. Now, what is integration? Integration are the main ingredient of the Oracle Integration Cloud Service, and integration include at least one trigger, means the source connection, and target connection where you wanted to send the application. So if you see the right hand side picture here, this is an example of integration. Build an integration, it will don't require to put any coding. These component, all these activities, the seeded activities, you just need to drag and drop, and you need to configure in order to build an integration. Right? What is integration? Integration is nothing. It is the main ingredient which allow you to flow data from one application to another application. That is called a integration. Now here you see the style in OIC. What is style? Style is nothing. It is a pattern. So there are a lot of patterns available in a OIC. Based on, you can create an integration, and based on your requirement of the pattern. We have app-driven orchestration pattern. We have schedule orchestration pattern. We have file transfer, basic routing, publish to OIC, and the subscribe to OIC. So these are very high level, but yes, when we will go into the further section, I will give you each and every pattern. I will give you a good idea of these patterns, how to use it and when to use it. Right? But there are 6 different patterns in OIC which can be used in order to create different type of integration depending on your requirement. I talked about mapper in OIC. A mapper is nothing. It is a visual mapper which allow you to transfer data, which allow you to map source fields to the target field. So here you see the picture that the left hand side shows the source fields, and the right hand side shows the target fields. You just need to drag and drop fields from one field to another, and the data will be moved from one place to another. So this is a visual mapper.
Ankur, any
Lookup in
kind of
OIC just like
hello,
this piece.
Ankur, any
Yeah,
kind of
go ahead.
restriction on any data type? Suppose from one source, I have a data type like big where means text or numeric or decimal or any another data type. So any kind of restriction on?
No, there is no restriction as such. Let's suppose you have no, there is no restriction as such. Whenever you expose these integrations, those application into the OIC, all the fields of any type will be there in the mapper, and then you can drag and drop over the target mapper.
Okay, even the BLOB, CLOB also.
BLOB, CLOB, I have never done this, but we can try this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now in OIC, lookup is just like RTM in your SOA application, like the configuration tables in your databases. For example, if you say you have 2 applications, the first application says, hey, I maintain the country's code, but the second application say, I maintain the country name in my application. So for that, you will create a database table where you will maintain all the country codes corresponding to the country name, and at the runtime you will fetch the country name corresponding to the country code and send to the target application. Same ways, in a OIC you can create lookups in order to maintain these mappings, right? And these are the lookup is a very beautiful component of OIC where you need to maintain some configuration which can be changed time to time, instances to instances, and sometimes it can be increased, sometimes it can be decreased, sometimes the values can be modified. Once you enable the lookup, right, you don't require to activate or deactivate your integration if these lookups are modified at the runtime. All the new values will be factored automatically in your running integration. Okay, the connectivity agent. This is a very important component of a OIC, and which helps you to build an integration with the on-premise application. Why connectivity agent is required actually? So we say OIC is a pure cloud-facing application, but your on-premise application can be accessible within your network. So do you think that Oracle Integration Cloud, which is on the public network, will be able to identify your on-premise application which is accessible behind the firewall? No. So in order to make a communication between cloud and the on-premise application, you have to install a connectivity agent somewhere which will allow a communication between OIC and the on-premise application. This is very high level, but yes, in the further session, I will give you how we can install it, what is the requirement, what is the prerequisite, what are the things we require in order to install the connectivity agent.
Those connectivity agents should be installed on the target site, means on-premise system.
Absolutely correct, yes.
Okay.
So I was talking about the monitoring, right? Monitoring is one of the a big pain area, of each and every organization where a lot of applications are abandoning. And the main thing is when you have created an integration between applications and something got failed, how will you track this? How will you be notified that the integration got failed? So you can enable all these things in your integration, like the notifications, right? You can do the exception handling in your integration, and all these can be tracked with the help of this monitoring dashboard. Here you see the single picture, but there ways you have a lot of dashboards in the OIC which gives you a real-time insights of your running integrations. So here in this picture you see the success rate of all the integration, the total messages you receive, the success, the failures, the number of connections you have created, the number of integration you have created, the schedule integrations, and the right hand side here you see you can download the logs also. So same ways there are other monitoring dashboards as well in the OIC. Okay, so once you will finish your training, you should have this certification so that you can put in your resume and you can get a job very easily. So the OIC certification name is Oracle Cloud Platform Application Integration 2019 Associate. The exam number is 1Z01042, and some information you can get from this particular link. And actually the cost of this certification is around 10,000, something like this. Any question, please? Shubham, Venkat, or Amit?
No.
How was the session, man? Do you think that it is really worth for you to learn this, OIC?
Yes.
Okay. Venkat, what about you? Yeah.
Yes, Ankur. Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Okay, great. So guys, let me know your suitable time for tomorrow so that I can arrange it accordingly. At the same time will work for everyone.
No, Ankur, I think Sunday is my working day.
Okay. So what time is will suits you tomorrow? In the night?
I think we can do 1 hour early, means from 10 to 11.
Okay, I'm
Ankur,
okay.
Ankur, when you are planning to have a session?
That tomorrow 10 o'clock. Is that okay
Morning.
for you?
Morning,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
won't be available, Ankur.
Tomorrow you are not available. In the evening?
Morning, I won't. Evening from what time?
You tell me your time.
I will be available like after evening. I will be available like after 5 to 6. I can. Yeah.
Amit, what about 9 o'clock IST?
9 o'clock in the night.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
9.
Amit?
Okay, I'll. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Venkat, what about you here?
I'll talk to you on core actually. Okay.
Okay. Okay, then let's meet tomorrow 9 o'clock, man.
Uh,
Okay,
Okay,
guys.
Ankur.
Thank
so
you
Ankur,
so
from
much.
Monday onwards, what planning
Bye.
we have?
We'll discuss tomorrow then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Thank you.